All right, so let's talk the debate and what I think is going to happen and what I think is important.
Hmm.
These are my thoughts, generally speaking. Donald Trump's mic is going to be off, and you will absolutely hear him in the other side of the aisle there, um, barking in the background. He can't help himself. Uh, I think that Joe Biden has a really interesting thing to pull because he has to be talkative and he has to understand America's problems, right? He can't just be like, ah, yeah, well, it is what it is. He can't play that. He needs to play like, look, I know we're going through some hard stuff. We have some of the best inflation in the world, right? Joe Biden has this propensity to try and land these one-liners that don't really land, right? He's like, no, I'm serious. I'm serious. No, real folks. Like he does that, right? Where he's
Hmm.
like, it's a half-hearted joke versus he needs to not do that at all at all. What he needs to do in this debate is very clear: connect with the American people, understand their struggles, explain very quickly out the gate, right? If he can, like, listen, we have some of the lowest inflation in the world. We're ranked 141. We have some of the lowest gas prices. It's hard for everybody across the globe, and we're getting back to normal, and we are. And the economy, in spite of this, is doing really well. And you're going to have Donald Trump screaming over in the background, but it's like he needs to play the father figure, right? Where he is assertive, he is dominant, he is caring, right? And he needs to let Donald Trump unravel across the aisle. That's going to be the go-to. Is he needs to go after Donald Trump, and if Joe Biden can deliver like this, right? Like, listen, I understand we're all going through it, but what we need not to do is put a guy in office that, quite frankly, messed a lot of policies up. He is a persistent fraudster. He has defrauded people throughout his entire life. This is not the guy that's going to solve the economy. He's not feeling any of your woes right now. Nothing. He's not feeling it. He's not talking to the people that are feeling it. He doesn't care about the people. What he cares about is the fact that he has hundreds of millions of dollars that's about to go out the window. This guy is a career criminal, and he's lost cases on it, right? And I guess the wording would be important, but he needs to connect out the gate. He needs to connect quickly, and he needs to get Donald Trump to unravel. And while he is unraveling, right, he needs to play the because this thing where the mic is shut off, right? They're gonna have side by side faces, or at least should, right? Is he needs to be like looking at the public like, what is this? Like in a very like non arrogant way, just like when he says something off kilter, just and that's gonna be the play. Looking at the camera like he's Jim from The Office, right? Because
Hmm.
Donald Trump, what's going to happen is he's like, listen, folks, this is crazy. Like this is absurd. What is he talking about? He's just disconnected from reality. And then go into the facts. And Donald Trump can't help himself. He's going to lose it, right? What you're going to see though is if Joe Biden comes across as genuine, if he comes across as I genuinely care, if he comes across as just a normal person, the nut job next to him gonna lose it. Gonna lose it. And that's what he needs to play to. He needs to get Donald Trump rattled, connect with the American people in like the first 10 minutes, and then literally sit back and watch the shit show across the way. Donald Trump goes last. I don't think that this is going to be a deal. I don't think that that's going to be very important, all things considered. I think that by that time, most of America will have tuned out. The first 10 minutes is the most important. The first 10 minutes, that is the most important, is setting the stage and immediately making people, because right now, the Republicans have been running with this theory that Joe Biden's incoherent.
Hmm.
Even the independents believe it. What's going to happen when that's not the case? It's going to be bad for Donald Trump. And he knows it. He's already said, oh, I think we should do a drug test before the debate, even though Donald Trump didn't take his for his
Check his
parole.
ears.
He's going to do,
I know.
check his ears. They're already saying he's doing drugs. He's saying I might lose the debate on purpose, the first one, right? Joe Biden has to come across as authentic. He has to come across as caring while simultaneously attacking Trump. And the way that I would probably do it is by saying, look, I understand we're all going through some really hard times right now. The economy is in good shape in spite of the fact that people are paying more, right? This is a global problem. We've kept inflation to some of the lowest rates in the world. And this is the path forward. Donald Trump inherited an economy that I helped build. And now he wants to try and undermine it. Now he wants to try and take credit for it. I helped build the Obama economy. I'm trying to rebuild the same one that got messed up with his COVID response. The same one that he helped build with the COVID response. He increased oil prices with the OPEC deal, and this guy doesn't understand your problems at all. This guy is a career criminal that defrauds people. He defrauded people. It was proven in court. He violently, and the wording again is important, he violently essayed a woman. He has 30 allegations against him. Is this the kind of person we want to be president? This guy is a felon. And he shows no remorse. He sends his following after people that bring and hold him accountable. And I have stuff to be held accountable for. I absolutely do. 100%. But Donald Trump doesn't. Donald Trump doesn't take accountability. He blames everyone but himself. He has no plan to fix the country, period. That would be the line of attack that I would take. And I think that would be an effective one for almost everybody there. Because out the gate, you're going, okay, he doesn't sound incoherent. He's attacked Donald Trump without sounding pretentious. He just said this guy's not the one to solve the problem while saying all this stuff. And Donald Trump will fucking unravel. He can't help himself. He can't help himself. Well, everybody's a liar. What's he going to say? Everybody's a liar. You diffuse everything that he has said about the justice system, about, he's going to tell you everybody's a liar. That's what he's going to tell you, because that's the only defense he has, because he doesn't have a plan for America. He has a plan for himself. I'm not that concerned. Donald Trump has been going around talking about Hannibal Lecter, Joe Biden. People are going to go, okay, well, he's, he's not as good as he once was, not as sharp as he once was. But in contrast to the nutcase across from him, it's going to be blatantly obvious. And Donald Trump is scared about that. This is why Donald Trump has not ran in debates with the other Republicans, because he'll sound crazy. He's staying away from that. I don't even think he's going to debate, to be honest with you. I think he's going to find a reason to back out. And then what are Republicans going to say? If he doesn't, if I was Donald Trump, I would back out. I would back out. You're going to take less political heat from backing out versus losing in a debate to Joe Biden you called incoherent for the rest of your life. You know what I mean? For your entire life. There's a shock coming. We saw it happen in 2020. We saw it happen in 2020 with Joe Biden when he goes, when Donald Trump lost his mind. Donald Trump said, oh, he's on drugs. Oh, he's has an earpiece in. He just started making stuff up left and right. That's what he plans to do. This isn't going to go well for Donald Trump, especially because of the fact that for the last, 4 years or so, he's been on the spotlight. So that persistent crazy, right, hasn't been shown to people. It hasn't been shown to people. And they're going to watch it in real time on the debate stage next week. And it's not going to go well for Donald Trump. And like I said, he's not going to be able to control himself in any capacity. I don't think he'll be as unhinged as the first debate that he held in, but never hold it past him because he's not mentally there. Like, Donald Trump is mentally losing it. He thinks Hannibal Lecter endorsed him. But I think that it is going to hit middle America like a bomb that Joe Biden is not incoherent. Because that's all they've been saying. And for Trump supporters, they don't care whether or not it's true. Independents have just been hearing this. And to be quite honest with you, the algorithms across all social media, they're benefiting Republicans this election cycle. So what do they see, right? I think this is bad news for Donald Trump. And we're going to see. But there's so much to attack Donald Trump on that this is a cakewalk for anybody.